There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. EA Sports College Football continues with a late-season Week 12 showdown here. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with Arizona's head coach pregame. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Bruins headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Arizona's offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Bill.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Fires to the tight end. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Let's talk a little about Arizona. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arizona.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Straight ahead, it's Craig. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Might as well run him again. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Arizona runs out the punt team. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. So the UCLA Bruins offense will now get its first chance with the football. And there he is, the dangerous Wayne Knight. This guy's one of the best running backs in all of college football, and he'll get the rock in this one.
Well, you're seeing more and more offenses in college football use running backs in the passing game. This guy is the prime example, and he's a guy that deserves all the touches and all the catches he's had because, David, he's basically a receiver playing the running back spot. He can hurt you taking handoffs, but this guy can run the route tree. He can get out vertically down the field, catches it in traffic. Such a great versatile weapon to have.
And usually you see running backs, it's a little bit awkward when they do catch it, but like you see, his arms are stretched out. He catches it with his hands. And the offensive coordinator told us this week coming into matchups, like, he's got a play list for this guy, right? Like, get this guy the ball in space. He's going to make sure he gets several touches and several matchups where he can get him. If he gets him matched up on a linebacker, that's a matchup they want to go attack. So this guy's been a weapon out of the backfield.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Hits inside. It's Thomas. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Right side, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Tight end now in motion. From the red zone, it's Thomas. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Iamaleava looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Sells the run, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And they call this sudden change, and we talk about it up in the booth. We're hitting each other right here. Like, you got the turnover. First thing you want to do is be aggressive, take all of that momentum, and go capitalize. And what do, man? One play, a big passing play, a big answer, and big-time momentum gained in this football game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Play action. Iamaleava moves to his right. Unleashes one. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Iamaleava. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Out wide right, it's Ellis. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Run in the red zone. It's Thomas. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Bruins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driven back.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Bingo, moving, bingo, moving. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Fourth down, Iamaleava. Back's got it. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The Arizona offense coming onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Play action on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. To throw, it's Fafita. Right side, it's Jordan.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side, present a nice target for the quarterback.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Handoff to the lone back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down to the air. Fires to the big fella. Shakes off the defender. They stop him after a pickup of 9, but he moves the chain. And it'll be first down on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw one first. The sure hands, it's Spivey. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it behind the line. It's Jordan. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Craig. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the run from inside his own. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Sets his feet. It's Fafita. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got a man. It's Craig. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. He'll return it. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Bruins head coach coming out of the locker room. He really likes the way his team is playing right now. They are on offense to start the third quarter here. And coming in here unranked, they know that they've got an upset potential in their hands. The away team is highly ranked, but they are not playing well here on the road. We'll see if they can turn it around here to start the third quarter. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Hey, get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Running inside, it's Thomas. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play, and in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Knocked down immediately.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Looking to pass, it's Fafita. Left side is Spivey. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Wildcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And this offense gets a little bit of help from the defense, and they are this close to getting it into the end zone. 3rd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did tack on the extra point. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ross. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Out wide left, it's Jordan. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Sets his feet. It's Fafita. Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's at the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Changing the routes with his receivers. Gonna run it. It's Cox. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Iamaleava. Left side is Ellis. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They stop him immediately, flying down. And get to him before he can even get started. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Wildcat sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them.
He smashes his way through again. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Wildcats. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing, Iamaleava. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Out wide left, it's Thomas. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out wide right, it's Ellis. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Finds his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. You just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. He rifles one deep down the middle.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The run inside. It's Cox. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground.
Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey, guys, what I can see here on the Arizona sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On the draw, it's Craig. He breaks a tackle. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Bruins sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like...
Makes the grab in their space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Iamaleava. Back's got it on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Iamaleava. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. From the gun, it's Craig. There's some daylight.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Right side, it's Gallagher. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll run the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. And they're not on the same page there.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play?
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Throwing, Imaliava. Left side is Ellis. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Takes the easy completion. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Deep in the end zone, it's Hunter. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. They'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Fafita. They're all over it. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired. They're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires on the move. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Lee. Headed to the end zone. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.